Do you ever need to print out mailing labels or name badges for events from your Salesforce database? Well, in this tutorial, we're going to talk about how you can use a Salesforce report to export your contacts list and then use Word to mail merge those labels ready for printing. There are apps available on the AppExchange that will help you streamline this process and manage your mailing list directly from within Salesforce. However, these usually come with a cost. Most organisations have access to Microsoft Word and Excel, so that's why this solution is a good fit where there's a low budget involved. If you want to check out the apps on the AppExchange, you can do this by going to the app launcher on the top left-hand side, clicking on the icon, and then opening the AppExchange. If you search for labels, you'll find there are lots of different solutions available. You can change the filters by selecting free, paid, or choosing the ratings for the products. That's if you want to go with one of the AppExchange solutions. But this video is going to continue down the route of using Microsoft, Word and Excel to create labels simply and cheaply. The first thing we need to do is produce a report in Salesforce that includes all the field headers that we want to include in our label. The next thing we need to do is select the type of report we want to build. So it's going to be a contacts and accounts report because if we're making name badges, we want to create the first name, last name, the company name, the job title, and perhaps something else off of the contact record. Next, make a selection of the filters that you want to include on your report. So we want to include all the contacts in our report because I've got a limited set of data. But at this point, you could specify from a particular campaign or where the job title contains a particular word like manager or director, or perhaps it's related to a specific lead source. If you're organising a conference or an event and you want to print out name badges, and you're tracking that event in Salesforce as a campaign, then I would suggest you use a campaign with campaign members report type. So I will show you how to do this in one of my following videos. So keep an eye out for that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share to stay up to date with my latest content. So now we want to include our column headers in our report. So we're going to go to the outline sub-tab here and we're going to go down our list of fields and choose which one we want to see. So I don't want the salutation, but I do want the first name, last name, the title and the account name. Everything else I can remove from my report. Okay, so if I run that again now, I should have all of the fields that I need in my name badge. I'm going to export the file now so that I can have it in an Excel format. You will need to save the Excel spreadsheet that you've just extracted so that you can find it in order to do your mail merge. Now open Word. Open a new document to start building your labels. So now we're in Word, we want to create the labels for printing. The first thing we do is go to Mailings in the options, click on Labels, and let's click on the label options. I'm going to use the 5083 Avery labels, but you can select the label product that's related to the products you have available to you. Then go ahead and click OK. This will open up the format for the labels that are going to be printed, or name badges in this instance. Next thing I need to do is select the data. So where are the recipients coming from? Click on Select Recipients and click on Use an Existing List. Find the Excel spreadsheet that you saved earlier from your Salesforce report. Now that I've linked the spreadsheet to this file, I can select the merge fields from that report to include in my label. I have the first name, I'm going to put a space, the last name, I'm going to put a couple of enters, the title, and the account name. You can obviously put any branding you want to on this as well if you need. I'm going to put a space and then put an enter to move that down the page. And if I highlight the fields, I can also change the fonts if I want to. I need to update all of the labels to include those merge fields. And I can go ahead and click on Update Labels, and it's going to copy the merge fields and pull the data through from my selected recipients list. I can now go ahead and click on the Finish and Merge and choose to print out those documents. If I need to go through and make any changes, I can do them on the individual labels that are affected. So if I scroll through, I can see all of those labels have been created for the people in my list. Let's summarise the steps. Firstly, build your report in Salesforce to include the fields you want to print on your labels. Next, extract the report to Excel and save the file to a location you can find later. Open up Word, go to Mailings and select Labels to choose the type of labels. Select your recipient list. Find the Excel extract that you'd previously saved. Insert the merge fields into the first label on the sheet. Update labels. Finish and merge to print. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and share, and subscribe to JetcloudJo for more content relating to Salesforce admin tips.